I'm gonna take the grass if I can. That'll slow me down a little bit. There she is. Take the grass if you need it. Hello everyone, welcome back to Motion RC. I'm James with Alex behind the camera, and we're coming back out with the Nexa OV-10 Bronco balsa ARF kit. All the links to everything that's going to be used in this aircraft are in the description below. But it's been a while since we flew this. It used to be under a different brand, but now it's been rebranded as Nexa, and it's still a fantastic model. Anybody who's interested in a large, nice and large balsa ARF OV-10 Bronco, then this is the one for you. So we're gonna take it for a flight, and then when we land, we'll talk all about it. So let's get to flying. All right, pilots, we are here on the runway with the Nexa OV-10 Bronco, and we're ready for takeoff. I've got 50 flaps in. Alex, you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, taking off right to left. Counter that torque. Bring the power in, and we are up and out. Gear going up and in nicely, and we are off. So again, this Nexa OV-10, guys, what's it called? I'm running it on two 5000 4S's, so you have one battery per ESC in each boom. I have no gyro in here. I'm just running the Admiral stability, the Admiral 10 channel with the satellite, I should say. I'm gonna bring it in. That's a fast pass. Gonna go vertical. She's beautiful. It was just such a long while since I had taken it out, and now that balsa's on my mind, you know, about a month ago, I put together the Nexa Tiger Moth, then we just did the Black Horse Zero, and I was looking at this one in the hangar and just said, man, it's been a long time, let's get her out. Now let's show you, I am at high rate. I've been flying this thing high rate pretty much all day. There is big barrel roll. She wants to roll one way, but nothing you're gonna do with an OV-10 is ever gonna be drastic, you know? She's not crazy aerobatic. It's really the presence of the OV-10 that I love. That's why I was happy to see also, you know, the foam one come out with Flightline, because I had flown, this was the first OV-10 I ever flew, so it definitely prepared me for the foamy one, which is great as well. But I believe this wingspan's 1800 millimeters. I didn't check the spec. It's been a while since I looked at the spec. And I believe I have two GP20s, the Admiral motors, electric motors inside, and powers it nicely on 4S power. She doesn't need anything else. So now I'm gonna bring in some flaps. Alex, there we go. We are now at full flap, and we'll come in and we'll drop the gear. I'm bringing the power out, and I'll bring it back in as we come across. Clicking the gear now. There it is. Really nice. All right, gear going back in. Bringing the power up, but I'm keeping the full flap right now. And we're just gonna fly around a little slower and more Bronco-like. So I'm gonna come in for another low pass. There we go. Powering up, flaps coming out. And you power in and out. That looked good. Bronco looks great when she's really coming in mean. This thing could use some nice ordnance on it. That's something I could gotta get the 3D printer working out. Now as far as flight times goes, guys, with two 5000 milliamp packs, I had my timer set for about 6 minutes, and I come down with about 40%, depending on how hard you're flying it. So you can really get a lot of flight time on a model like this. There she is, gonna go up. And then level off at the top. You know, again, she's not a crazy speed demon. Let's bring it in. I'm gonna show you the belly. 3, 2, 1, turn. Go up, wing over out there. Coming back. Let's give it a loop that way. That's me pushing up, inverted. Bring it back down. Let's get that energy away from us. Nice. She's just a beautiful model. I do like the covering again for you guys to the Balsa ARF kits. Everything comes covered. I have a full video series on, you know, a good amount. I think it's 10 videos on how to assemble this thing and put it together. You know, mostly tip videos, like I would do a hinge on one side and just say, you know, now you're gonna repeat that for everything else and things like that. But those videos were labeled ProFly. I just gotta switch over some of the thumbnails. So in the video, I'd be calling it ProFly, but we ended up on Nexa as our balsa brand. So, you know, if you see Nexa OV-10, it is this model. And that's why we're coming back to sort of revisit it. Now I'm getting a stiff sort of cross breeze right now. Of course I am. So I may have to take a landing from the left to right because the wind just, whoo! That wind just came up on us, huh? So I got a minute on my timer. So I'm gonna bring her around out that direction. I'm gonna have my gear coming out. And now with this much breeze, here we go. We now full flap, and we're gonna attempt a landing. We'll take it if it looks good. We'll go around. I have more than enough time to go around if I have to. I'm bringing the throttle back now, about less than half now, bringing it down. And now I'm completely off the throttle. And I'm gonna take the grass if I can. That'll slow me down a little bit. There she is. Take the grass if you need it. Full flap and flaps off. Let's taxi it back. Beautiful, guys. And if you ever lost a landing gear, she belly lands on the grass really well too. Don't ask me how I know. But I know. I had a grub screw fall out. But all right, guys, OV-10 is there. I'm gonna grab my cell checker and then let's talk a little bit about the Nexa OV-10 Bronco. All right, guys, so just landed, still plugged in. I just wanna show you, again, the size of this Nexa OV-10. You know, if I stand upright, she is about 6 feet.
And I back up 20 feet.
And Alex backs up. But, you know, she's a big, good size Balsa ARF, which is nice. I've got all the recommended spec in there. So this all like stock setup. We got our X-Wave retracts, which fit perfectly. No manipulation needed on those. The GP20 motors with 16x9 props. I think whatever is spec'd out on the website is exactly what they are. And again, as far as, you know, assembly goes, disassembly with an OV-10 because you can take the boom from the wing. The wing could come off. When I take it apart, there's 2 little nylon screws for the elevator and only 1 servo for the elevator goes down this way. So I'll undo both of those screws and this sort of hangs and you can unplug it. So I can unplug that from here, and then I just remove the 1 screw down here and I leave the boom and a wing assembled on one side and I just break the connections, as you'll see in the large battery hatch here. So coming around to the front, again, this is where I have, let me grab my cell checkers back here. This is where I have my batteries mounted right up pretty much to where the servo is for your snow steering. So that's giving me perfect CG, and it's a bit of a rat's nest in there, but I have everything labeled. It's about, you're breaking off about 6 connections when you want to come in here. So you have 1 servo powering 4 panel flaps, so 2, they're connected by a little brace in here. So 1 servo does the flap, aileron servo in there. You got the rudder lead coming out, then you got your throttle in there, your landing gear pops out, and then obviously the ESC. And I had just did some extensions to, you know, to get my ESC into my battery. So that was the only extension that I made. You know, we made this a while back. I think George Baker actually made this, Tired Iron Aviation, when we initially had announced this. But I'll leave it plugged in. Let's just check a cell. So these are the Admiral 5000 4S packs, 2 of them. Let's just check where we're at. So my timer has 35 seconds left. So that's about 4 minutes, I was flying about 5 minutes and 30 seconds of useful throttle time, so it might have been longer of the flight, but I am at 46%, if you could see that, Alex.
I see it.
So I got plenty of time, you know, more than enough time to have gone around. Probably could have just touch and go there and taken right off again and went with it, but we didn't want to keep you here too long, guys. Again, the Nexa OV-10 Bronco, just one of those new ones that had come out a while back. And now it's under, you know, our Nexa brand, which is our brand of balsa models, and you know, we're excited to have it. And if you're looking for a nice scale OV-10 Bronco, this is a great one in balsa to get. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this. Hit the like button if you can, that always helps. Check all the links in the descriptions if you need to see. All the electronics are inside. They'll take you all the product pages. Everything used in this video is gonna be there. And as always, guys, thank you so much for watching. Thank Alex for filming, and we'll see you next time at Motion RC.